YouTube, this is Wolvenna, and today I am playing the original Fallout. I've been meaning to play this for a really long time. This game has been sitting on my shelf waiting for me to actually put some effort into getting it to run properly. It does have a lot of graphical issues when you first load it up if you're playing on a newer system. But I installed the Fallout Fixed mod, which cleared up pretty much all of the graphical issues I was having. And the high resolution mod, I think it's called, that is what's allowing me to record with Fraps right now. So, that out of the way, I've put a little bit. Oh, if you sit on the title screen too long, it starts the intro again. I'm actually not going to show the intro, just because I think it's really powerful, and if you haven't seen it for yourself, you need to watch it. So we're going to start a new game. I've done a couple of starts so far, but now there's a couple of pre-made characters, but, you know, if you've played Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas, then you're fairly already familiar with the special character system, which is strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. And for the most part, it works the same as in the strength, excuse me, these attributes affect the same skills. But as you can see, there's a bunch of different skills that don't exist in the newer games and some other stuff, and we'll try to get to as much of it as I can. I don't want to drag out character creation too long though. So first I'm going to change to female. Oh, get a little bit of... Alright, in this game, actually, your gender does affect things a little bit. Characters will treat you slightly differently if you're a girl than if you're a boy. And from what I've read, I haven't experienced this myself, male characters can get knocked down and kicked in the groin, which is apparently pretty painful. Age also doesn't really affect anything. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at 25 since I am 25. And we'll name her after me. There we go. Okay, so I like to play characters that are more along the small gun skill. Small gun skill relies on agility. So we'll pump a couple of points into agility. We have 5 points to spend here that we can put in any of our special skills. So here I'm going to put, I think, 2 points in agility. I'm also going to put 2 points in intelligence. Intelligence gives you, it affects a couple of different things, like your science skill, and outdoorsman, I think, is also affected by it. Repair. A lot of different skills are affected by intelligence. So it also affects how many skill points you're given to put into these skills every time you level up. So a decent intelligence is important. Though I've read that if you have a character with less than 4 intelligence, utter hilarity ensues. So I'm actually going to drop strength down to 4, since don't plan on playing a melee based character. Of course, this does affect my hit points and my carry weight, but I'm not that worried about it. I'm going to put perception. So now we have 2 points. We have a fair strength, very good perception, average endurance, charisma. Intelligence is very good. Agility and luck. I'm actually going to drop endurance down 1 point and put another point in agility. No, I'll put a point into luck. Luck affects other different things in the game, but it also, I believe, affects your critical chance. Yeah, you can see here your critical chance is 5, now it's 6. So, with those taken care of for the most part, I'm pretty happy with that. This character doesn't, it's not going to be a character for close combat or melee or anything like that. I'm going to be doing my best to stay out of the way of hand-to-hand combat. That said, we're going to take the gifted trait. This trait gives +1 to all your primary stats, so these attributes here, but you start with 10% or -10% on all your skills here, and you receive 5 less skill points per level. However, because we have our intelligence already at 7, when we tag this, our intelligence goes up to 8, so even though we're getting 5 less skill points per level, we should still be getting quite a few skill points because our intelligence is so high. So I'm not that worried about it. Now I'm going to tag 3 skills. Tagging skills is slightly different than Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. In Fallout 3 and New Vegas, it's just I think a 15-point boost to those skills when you start. And so in those games, you can realistically tag skills that you don't plan on using just to get some of your weaker skills up a little higher. For this, each tag skill gains plus 20%. So every tag, so this is at 33%. It's now 53% because I tagged it. So a 20% bonus to start. And they increase twice as fast. So 1 point increases the skill by 2%. So when we level up, normally when you put points into skills, it's 1 to 1. So 1 point increases it by 1%. But with your tagged skills, it will be 1 point increases it by 2%. Thank you, cat. My cat just jumped down in front of me onto the desk like a jerk. Alright, I'm also going to go ahead and tag barter. Early on in the game, your money is fairly tight. Actually, you start out with no money. So, having a decent barter can help out early game from what I have seen. So, barter, and the last thing I'm going to tag, in the current Fallout games, or the newer Fallout games, I usually play a very sneaky character. But I'm not going to do that with this because I tested it with another character and I cannot figure out how to get the sneak skill to work. And I would have to do some more research before I felt comfortable running a character based on sneak. So I think what I'm actually going to do is tag maybe lockpick. For gambling. I actually haven't run into any need to use gambling, but I've never, I mean, I haven't played very far into the game. And I was reading some people like to tag gambling because it's a nice way to make money. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. First aid, maybe? I'll tag first aid. First aid lets you heal small cuts and stuff, and you can gain you can regain hit points using that. Doctor is for like crippled limbs and things. Oh, right, I just forgot. Because we boosted with the gifted trait, which I still have to pick another trait. Our strength is up to 5 now, so I'm going to actually drop that back down and put another point in intelligence. So now we have excellent intelligence. And I think I'll actually drop endurance down again. So fair. And put it in. Excuse me. Agility. There. That's not bad. 9 action points. Cat! My cats. I'm telling you, man. They're just freaking out. Alright. I'm thinking of taking finesse. It's 10% critical chance, but attack steal plus 30% less damage. I'm thinking about it. The other option, I don't know. The other option is to not take a second one, or can you not take a second one? I don't know. I'm not gonna take Bloody Mess, and I'm not gonna take Fast Shot. Fast Shot is tempting because it means that all of your attacks cost 1 less action point, but you can't aim. So in the current Fallout games, you wouldn't be able to use VATS, basically. You can't aim for different body parts, and I like doing that. There's a lot of a lot of things that you can't take out, or that you can take out better. Wow, I can't speak. There are a lot of enemies that will fall more quickly with aimed shots. Since my character is not meant for hand-to-hand, close combat type encounters, I'd like to be able to put people down as quickly as possible. That said, finesse seems sort of counterintuitive because I do less damage, but better chances for criticals. If I'm gonna go with criticals, then I might actually take this point and put it here, which increases my crit chance to 18%. I think that's a good way to start. Alright, done. We're gonna skip these next couple cutscenes. I don't want to spoil things for you. You can watch them in your own time. That was the Overseer. Overseers are always douchebags in these games.